I have a lot to do today, but you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to do a tutorial with all of my friends. So I'm going to do something really simple today. We're talking 10 minutes, but we like these looks because I feel a lot of times I do looks that are wild, some might say. And while we can learn a lot from those looks, it's always good to do a 5 to 10 minute look. Okay. So whenever I'm in a hurry, I don't even bother. I'm kind of adding this on top first. So I would just kind of fill in some sparse areas later. So the first thing I do is I put on some brow gel and I see what I'm working with. I see how many brow hairs have I pulled out from stress. No. All right, now let's let that dry. I feel like that's something we don't talk about enough. I gotta use my pointer. We don't let things dry before we start to layer the next product. When it comes to a lot of products, especially anything to do with the brows, they feel dry, they're probably not. Don't let them sabotage you. Now I'm just gonna run a little bit of my Valentino brow pen here through some areas that have betrayed me over the years. Definitely through the front of this one. But I will get carried away and then I will just have a fully filled in brow, and that's not our thing because we're in a hurry. So I just try to really focus on the naked areas. Okay, now we're gonna grab powder foundation. I like this one. This one's from Laura Geller. This is the Double Take Baked. So all I'm gonna do is I'll just even out my lids. It's faster than putting on eyeshadow. Just evens them out a little bit. And then I'm using my Inner Rush brush. I'm gonna link that for y'all. That man and his meetings.
Best brush ever.
So you just heard Julia, my friend, she's over here helping me put together something. And then you hear Ben back there, and then you hear Jean. It's a party. We're having a party. And then while we have our Inner Rush brush, let's just take a little extra here, cover up my redness. This is so fast when you use powders. Got a little redness here. And if you wanted to do your liquid concealer, that would have went on before. Say we wanted it underneath our eyes, or if we want to spot conceal something. But for me today, just this is going to be enough. It's pretty full coverage. And then if we were to wet it, which yes, you can actually wet this one. I'll do a tutorial. This specific formula is designed for that. That would give us more coverage. And then I'm just going to tap this underneath my eye. Perfect. Just kind of hit all of these harder to reach areas. And then if we want just a little bit more coverage all over the face, I'm just going to switch to a C41. It's not quite as dense as the C42, so I'm not going to get a ton of coverage, which is what I want. I don't want a lot. I just wanted to cover up a little bit, even it out. I will say, and I say this often, whenever, I'm sorry about that noise, that's that, because this lifts up and then your puff can go there. That's what that noise is. I can explain that noise and we can stop that one. The other ones I can't help. But I always say this, whenever we're in a hurry, it's always going to be a lot easier to work with powders. They're so fast. By the way, look at how nicely that covered up those two extractions I have there. It's pretty awesome. I picked up a little bit more. Look at that. Just built it up. Really nice. Now it just looks like a tiny little freckle. All right, next let's bronze M36, which is this one right here. Let's just kind of throw this on with our C40. Ooh, that's nice. And then I'm going to take the Inner Rush brush in a second and we'll add a little bit around the eye area. I got too excited and forgot to tag the bronzer, so here it is tagged. And you can watch me blend it out some more. Also, it's really important for you to know how I'm holding the brush. I'm holding it pretty far back, and you're going to notice that I'm really tapping. Not only is that just going to make sure that the makeup or even the powder foundation underneath isn't disturbed, what that also does is it builds it up. It builds up the color. Just like we're adding coverage with foundation, you're adding that coverage with the bronzer. So really pressing like this makes a huge difference in application and coverage. Back to the inner rush brush, and now we have that bronzer on there. We're just gonna warm this up a little bit. And then by adding a little bit of that bronzer underneath here, it kind of balances any darkness that we might not have covered up with that powder foundation. And the reason why is because this bronzer, and most bronzers, they're gonna be peachy, they're gonna be pink, they're gonna be red. So a little bit of that on that bottom lash line can really help kind of color correct in a sense. And then you could, if you're feeling like you've advanced to this and you know how much is left on the brush from doing this, you could even take a little bit of that and tap it on top for a little bit more color correcting. Again, bronzers can be, like I said, peach, orange, pink. They can have those colors, and those are really nice underneath the eye in very tiny amounts. So I'm gonna go film my new lash routine off camera. We've talked about it before. It's where I put the powder here, but I just wanted to test it out a little bit longer. I didn't want to have any breakage, and I wanted to make sure that before I shared that tip, there was none, and I've had zero. My lashes are thriving, but we talked about it before, and it's kind of like greasing a baking sheet. So I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna film that really quickly, and then I'll be back. Actually, I'll wait. I just won't put on mascara, and this works with any mascara, and that's what's really, really cool about the technique. But again, I showed it here, but I'm gonna do a post about it. That way y'all can save it and reference it later. But let's finish up. We need some powder blush. Let me find some. I haven't used these in years, and I remember loving these. They're really, really squishy. See, look at that. You can see my fingerprint. These are really cool. They were a really, really, really cool, really advanced formula. These are from MAC. And then I'm just loading that up on the same C41. Oh, that's pretty. What a pretty, interesting, mattifying, blurring situation. But not too matte. I should have said blurring. I should have said satin blur. I got too excited. Because there's still a glow to it, but it's not a highlight. It just looks like my skin. Ooh, I forgot about this formula. I might need to go find the rest of these. That's so pretty. Okay, let's put a little here, just a little. That sun would hit there, sun would hit here, not too much. Same thing on this side. So nice. I like it. And then just to give it a little bit more of a soft blur, we're gonna tap in twice and just very lightly go over everything, and that just really blurs everything together. Same thing here. Oh, it's escaping. It escaped. And listen, Kiko Milano sent me a bunch of stuff. I want to combine these two liquid lips. This is so pretty. So they're just numbers. So this is 08. I'll get links. I'll link this one first. Ooh, I like the applicator. That's different. And these are going to be matte. So let's see how they dry. I don't even think we're gonna need a lip liner. Ooh, we like fewer steps. Yeah, I like the applicator. It's really precise. That's so nice. Okay, I'm gonna rave about these for just a second. That is with no lip liner, and it's amazing. This applicator is incredible. I don't know why we don't see this applicator more often. What in the heck? I love it. Kiko Milano is doing it. And then I want to put this lighter color in the center, and then I'm going to strut around the town. That is so pretty. And then I'm just gonna tap it. And then once they dry, it's not gonna move. This is the longest meeting I have ever heard in my entire life. This meeting is, it's an hour. It's not going to end. And then it doesn't move. It's nice. It's nice. I like that. Honestly, I kind of like it without mascara. It's a vibe. It's fun. I love this lip color. And when I tell you it is so comfortable, I get so excited when I find new makeup that I don't see a lot. And you don't see a lot of this in the US. I know we're all from different places. You're probably like, what? That's my favorite lipstick. I have it. But it's not really that popular here in the US. And I was so excited to try it when they reached out because I have seen it some places, but I've actually never seen this applicator. But I'm so excited. They've sent more, and there's some eyeshadows. Okay, hang on. Let me at least show you the eyeshadow. Look at this. This is their shadow. I don't even want to mess it up. It's so pretty. Is this the more blue one? Because there's an even more silver one. I think this one's a little bit more blue one. Look at that. No primer. What is even happening? Why was this being kept from me? Okay, so now I'm gonna go film some more stuff. I have some really fun ideas. I have so many ideas. But let me get this mascara one out of my head, and then I'll move on to my next one. I think I might have a turkey sandwich. Turkey sandwich is calling my name with some avocado. Wish we had little bean sprouts. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love y'all so much. I hope this was helpful. There's still a lot of tips. And I kind of feel guilty when I do these shorter ones, but then also these are my most requested, and there was a lot of helpful tips, and these are the products that I would use when I'm truly in a hurry. I like that we even skipped a lip liner. That was easier. I like that. So get excited, okay? Monday, there might be a surprise. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? And let's see, what else? I don't know what I'm posting. Oh yeah, I'm gonna post an ad tonight, but it's crazy helpful. I'm gonna post an Elemis ad. Wildly helpful. It could be solving a lot of makeup problems. I think that's it. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the comments tonight.